Week 4, day 4. That was absolutely grim. Just VO2 sucks.
Popped 3,000 metres, best effort.
On to the run, 10k. We know we're fit when
I felt real nice when I was dicking him.
we're fit though. End of Thursday's training day. I just love it. Reduces that decision fatigue. How do you make it easier just to get on your bike and go? That's how I make indoor training as easy as possible. My whole MO, just get it done as easy as possible so you have time to do things outside of training that you like doing and enjoying. I always find Thursdays are like the last hard training day of the week for me. Whilst I'm still doing hard stuff on Friday, like a run session or whatever it is, Thursday's the last like big full day of training. Like I think most of the days between Monday and Thursday are about 5 to 6 hours. So pretty intense or pretty kind of like hard in terms of volume as well. So yeah, Thursday is the last one of those, and then Friday it tends to pit off over the weekend and I get to recover and basically hit Monday again. Pretty fresh for the following week. That did not, however, happen this weekend, or last weekend. Last weekend I was pretty social because my sister and brother-in-law were down, Jamie and Francesca. We had a pretty social weekend and lovely, don't get me wrong, and something that I love doing. But it just landed me on Monday pretty tired, and I've just been recovering from that throughout the week. Not only that, I'm pretty deep into the block, so yeah, that fatigue is starting to set in and I'm just having to deal with it and just making sure that I'm on top of recovery, nutrition and sleep essentially. So yeah, it's always hard when it comes into that Christmas period because you want to be socializing, you want to be having a nice time and making the most of not being completely religious with your training. Week 4, day 4.
Is it?
Yeah, so Thursday.
Time flies when you're having fun.
The weather has dropped through the floor, it's Baltic.
It's so cold.
Good morning. So I've started picking up the intensity now, especially with the swimming, because it's the least load bearing and the least injury risk, especially for me, just because I've got background in swimming. But yeah, this session was particularly hard. We're hitting a bit of the VO2 max stuff, like high intensity, but then also high volume. So it just leaves you pretty depleted, especially after Wednesday, which is like quite a long day, whether it be 5.5 or 6 hours. All aerobic, so not intense, but nevertheless, it still takes it out of you. You've got to be on top of recovery so that on the Thursday morning, you're not already depleted. But yeah, no, Thursday's swim is pretty solid, like did well to get through it. I don't tend to like not hit the sessions, but at the same time, it just leaves you in a bit of a way coming out of the pool. That was absolutely grim, shaking still. What did you swim the first 300?
28.
328. Just VO2 sucks ass. It's so tough.
Not used to that. Yeah.
No, that's my one session of VO2 done for the year. Go back to doing long stuff. long reps, 800s.
It's fun while it lasts, though.
300s and 100s aren't for me. Yeah, but you love this shit. You absolutely profit.
That's what I'm built for, really.
Chipper's background is swimming. Mine is as well, but he's actually a good swimmer. How was that?
328.
Chili's face. That is one of those sessions where you can be in the top zone.
Yeah, because of the
You don't have to be too restricted. Luke literally said lift the cap, no roof. Take me through your session first. You started off 4 300s VO2-ish.
I popped. Basically, as soon as I went into the red, which was...
Bit of focus in. There's a poppage,
there.
and then, yeah. You did alright, to be fair, to hang on.
I feel like that session's quite harsh on week 4.
Yeah.
Back into training, 3,000 metres, best effort in the 50 metre pool.
It's conditioning, isn't it? Like,
But I think
all three of us.
You need muscular conditioning to be able to push that harder back into the set.
Yeah.
And all three of us lacked that today in a big way.
Yeah.
So just sort of...
We didn't give up though, did we?
We didn't.
Other
didn't.
pussies would have given up.
Hey. No need for that sort of language.
Sorry, Mum. Unless she watches the vlog.
I'm a slightly different animal to Yes than Ollie in the respect that I can keep burying myself. Probably not the best idea, but you know, managed to carry on going and get the session done, whereas you're slightly more aerobic. So.
I would say as the three of us go, Josh has got the biggest anaerobic battery. I'm the next and Ollie's the worst. And
That was the order of popping as well.
that's why he blew up within the first 1500.
We know we're fit when whereas, you know, a big anaerobic battery is great for long course. So because of the nature of the swim, the run is tough. Just shuffling around, like struggling to kind of put one foot in front of the other. Onto the run, 10k, shuffle, probably about 5-10 per k at this rate.
Yeah, I'm feeling sprightly.
Yeah, whatever.
4:30.
We know we're fit when we're running under 5-minute Ks for these types of runs after the swim, hey? How did you go in that one, Dom?
Alright, first proper session back, so just started a bit conservative, but actually felt alright most.
Fair play. Classic Dom.
Be a better way of doing it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I felt real nice when I was dicking him. Not so nice on the ones.
You're already like at a bit of a deficit. Like, yes, I have a bit of something to eat in between, but we tend to run pretty soon after the swim, which is great for like the physiological gains because you're in a good aerobic system already, not like waiting for that aerobic system to kick in. But at the same time, it means that it's quite tough. So anything under 5-minute Ks is good. It means that I'm probably getting fit. It's definitely a sign to me that I'm getting towards a fitter state, basically. So I know I'm fit when I'm running 5 minutes per K or under, which seems ridiculous, but at the same time, it's all in context. Getting fit though.
Yeah.
Almost 5 minutes a K.
4:57.
I got 5 minutes a K, so
Yeah.
I'll claim not quite fit yet, but getting there. Right, unfortunately, I haven't managed to go to Tea Melon, which is our usual Thursday kind of eatery straight after running. Pastries are epic. You've probably seen them in videos before. But I've got a call with Saddleback and Castelli, so that's quite exciting. It'll be good to kind of just say hi, get to know them a bit better, and yeah, kind of establish that good bond and connection for this coming season because they're going to be supporting me again. And yeah, it will just be good to like figure out how we can help each other and kind of promote each other and have a good working relationship. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'll get back home, eat some more, and then get on the bike this afternoon, probably on the turbo. Tuesdays and Thursdays tend to be my day that I do actually a fair bit of work, whether it be for Entire, whether it be teaching or this, that and the other, or just general admin. So yeah, in between the run and the bike, I tend to bike in the afternoon. Obviously I have more food again, and do as much work as I can in between, whether it be meetings or whether it be kind of Entire, and just working on the background stuff, or whatever it is, recording these videos. So yeah, no, I use that as much as possible for admin and just getting back on top of things so that I can get back to training in the afternoon. Right, so call's now done. I'm on my way home, having to park. It seems like miles away from my actual flat, just because there's no parking permits on my road, but yeah, there's actually a Tea Melon on my road, or just around the corner, so I'm gonna go and hassle the bakery to refuel after those sessions, which were pretty tough. So another call after lunch, and then I'll get on the bike, whether it be inside or outside, I haven't decided yet. Might be outside, but it's also going to be getting dark, so I'll see if Ollie's already gone out, and if he hasn't, I might join him. If not, back on the turbo for some indoor riding. It's absolutely Baltic. Call went really well though, really good to put a face to the name. It's so much more human than just talking to people over messages or on email. So yeah, really useful to do that, and I'm looking forward to kind of building that relationship over the next year. The bike session on a Thursday, I start out at the moment just doing like easy aerobic stuff and then introducing intensity as I get a bit fitter. So as I can like complete the week worth of volume and intensity in the other areas, Thursday's bike session is the next session that I bring in to kind of complement everything else. I almost always do this on the turbo, and the reason being is because it's just easier to get it done, especially if I start introducing that intensity. I want to be doing that on the turbo, and I want to be doing that on the TT bike as well, because that's the bike that I'm going to be racing on. I need to get used to it, and a little bit in position as well. Something that I do to make sure that I maximize my time in the workout, one is to have the turbo already set up. I leave it set up in the office and have the iPad ready to go. I use Zwift. I have a session already loaded on there from my training plan so that I can just hit click go. And yeah, all my kit is already ready to go as well, and just in the cupboard right beside the turbo as well, so that it's all seamless. And that ag of like thinking about setting up the trainer and getting on it is just reduced as much as possible. So I'm just warming down now, but that's 2 hours on the turbo, end of Thursday's training day, and just, yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling better than I was earlier in the week, but I seem to have recovered throughout the week after my weekend of socialising. This morning's swim was just so tough. Literally, I've been feeling it all day, and I always find that it takes almost a full day to recover from a VO2 swim or a VO2 run or bike or whatever it is, because obviously glycogen depletion and all that sort of jazz, and just trying to refuel, rehydrate, and just stay awakened like with it for the whole day. Amongst this well, today in particular, I've had quite a few calls, managed to like get a lot done, trying to like just be sensible throughout the day, but also mild workaholic, so can't help myself at the same time. I just love it. But yeah, no, just a couple of hours on the turbo this evening, 220 watts, so nothing over the top, whereas usually on a Thursday I'd start introducing some more tempo rides or high-end aerobic rides, depending on what I'm training for, whether it be a 70.3 or an Ironman. So yeah, just building back into it. This week will be a pretty full week, maybe 28 hours or so. So yeah, pretty much back up to full volume now. Pretty pleased with how it's going. Not only that, I tend to just sit on erg mode. I watch TV, I watch YouTube tutorials, I watch inspirational stuff, whether it be triathlon or whatever, and just takes my mind away, and it doesn't have to be thought about in terms of the intensity that I'm doing. I can just concentrate on something else, or just concentrate on turning the pedals, and everything else takes care of itself. Tomorrow will be solid as well. Got a good day of teaching at uni, got a swim and a run session before uni. And that's an interesting note. I'm doing some running on the treadmill this year because last year I couldn't do a run session and teach on the same day. Not outside anyway, because it's dark, it's miserable, didn't want to do it. And I can't swim after work either, so swim has to take priority before work. So I'm doing the treadmill because it's like erg mode. The other thing I do with indoor training is I actually have specific days that I tend to always ride my bike indoors without question almost, especially in the winter months. So Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, I am always on the turbo trainer, no matter what pretty much. Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'm always outside, unless it's icy. If it's icy, I'm indoors. Like, that's no question. It's just too dangerous for me to go outside in the ice. It's not worth the kind of like anticipation of falling over or whatever. So yeah, I tend to ride my bike Monday, Tuesday and Thursday indoors, Wednesday and Saturday outdoors, and that just it just reduces that decision fatigue and just makes it so much easier to decide what you're doing and when you're doing it. And I tend to stick to the routine as well, whether it be the same time every day or every week doing the same ride at the same time every week, if that makes sense. So yeah, like setting that up, whether it be for yourself or for others, is kind of a case of how do you make it easier just to get on your bike and go. And that's how I make indoor training as easy as possible. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what you tend to do as well. Just like I've done today, 2 hours, the same intensity the whole time, just getting the work done as easy as possible. My whole MO, just get it done as easy as possible so you have time to do things outside of training that you like doing and enjoying. Time to eat. I've also got an article on this, or a couple of articles on this, on the website, so I will link them down below, so do check out the links in the description. And if you have found this valuable, or if you've had a good insight into my training day, do hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and maybe even the bell icon to remind you of when my next video is coming out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.